Shalom, like give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you sincere brothers pushing this word out across the four corners of the earth. This is an article from WAPT.com. The title says, Fallen Soldier's Widow says she is very angry about President Trump's call. The widow of U.S. Army Sergeant LaDavid Johnson discussed her condolence phone call with President Donald Trump on Good Morning America Monday. Maisha Johnson told George Stephanopoulos that she was very angry about the call and that Trump struggled to remember her husband's name. I heard him stumbling on trying to remember my husband's name, and that's what hurt me the most, because if my husband's out here fighting for our country and he risks his life for our country, why can't you remember his name, she said. And that's the thing our people got to understand. This country is not for us. We was brought over here in slave ships. So you think just because we not physically tied up anymore under yokes or iron that we not slaves anymore? You still a mental slave, which is worse now, because you so-called Negroes in America, the white man will let you loose of those chains, but you got a mental chain on your mind. You don't know who you are as a people. You don't know who your power is. You know, so this country is not for us. It's against us. That's why you see all these different atrocities happening to our people, because we forsake our power. Yahweh Shai. Okay? It says, very upset and hurt. It made me cry even worse, she said, and that she has nothing to say to the president. Maisha Johnson confirmed that Trump said her husband knew what he was signing up for. See, that's the nerve of these devils, man. They use you as pawns. And since I said that, this is a quote from this devil named Henry Kissinger. You know, he's a top banking elite. He's a fake Jew. And he said, military men are just dumb, stupid animals to be used as pawns in foreign policy. And that's how they look at you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know, they look at you other nations as the same as well. But it's really focusing on you so-called Negroes in this article right here. Shortly after the interview, President Trump weighed in, tweeting, I had a very respectful conversation with the widow of Sergeant LaDavid Johnson and spoke his name from beginning without hesitation. I had a very respectful conversation with the widow Sergeant LaDavid Johnson, he said. So, I mean, I believe the link in the description box for you brothers can read it. But this pretty much sums up that this nation doesn't care for us, man. Therefore, we shouldn't care for this nation. This is our captivity, man. This is our prison house, America. And you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're going to realize that when all hell breaks loose in America. You're going to see that these so-called politicians and presidents and different type of advisors in America, they don't care about you. They know who you are as a people, and they be damned they tell you who you are, because they want to continue to be over you. So let's get Zephaniah 2:1. And it says, gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired. So gather yourselves together. Come back to who you really are. Come back to your power source. Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. That's the name of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son. Come back to who you are as a people, man. You are the 12 tribes of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. I can't stress it enough. You are the chosen people of the Most High. But He's only going to wake up a third of His people, a small remnant, and the 144,000 brothers. So gather yourselves together. Come back to who you really are as a people. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired. We not desired in this country. Matter of fact, we not desired on this whole earth. Because that was a part of our curses, pursuant to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, 15 verse on down. You know, we looked at as basically entertainment for these other nations. They don't want you to know that you are the chosen people. You know how much type of pride and how much character we'll have upon ourselves. We will treat each other with respect if we know who we really were. But only a small remnant is coming back to who they really are, man. They coming back to the whole truth of they being the Israelites of the scriptures. Okay, let's get 2nd Ezra 16:33. Because we about to see a whole bunch of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You're going to be going over there to those wars in the Middle East, and you're not going to be able to come back because you're going to be in a body bag. You know, you fighting for a country that doesn't fight for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you going over, like, fighting all these different type of international wars, and these other nations, they can give a damn about you. You heard what Henry Kissinger just said. He look at you all as pawns for foreign policy. They just use you. And they mentioned that in the movie Dead Presidents. When they was over there fighting for the Vietnam War, they said, black man, go home. This is not your war.
Lance Corporal Martin.
Lance Corporal Martin. Yes. Yo, Aunt, man. What they been putting in your head out here, man? I mean, you done got into this shit a little bit too deep, don't you think?
You in recon now, Skip. You in deep, too.
Man, fuck this shit, man.
Come on, man.
Man, this ain't our war, man. Shit, our black ass should be back in the Bronx where we belong.
The fuck you got there, Curse? Something about black men go home. This isn't your war.
You get rid of that cocksucking common bullshit right now.
Right. Now you're gonna play this Marine war hero. You know what I think? I think y'all was some goddamn fools going over there fighting that white man's war. That's right. What you got when you get back here, huh? Not a goddamn thing.
They sent our men off to Vietnam to fight for this so-called democracy. But when they get back down to the South Bronx and to Bed-Stuy and Harlem and Watts, etc., shit is worse than ever. There is something very sick about it. He's a devil.
So these other nations know who we are. So this is 2nd Ezra 16:33. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. Okay, and this is a clear example of the virgins mourning for their husbands. You know, so that's my take on that. And I hope you all was edified through the spirit of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. Give double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you sincere brothers. Shalom.
I heard him stumbling on trying to remember my husband's name. And that what hurt me the most, because if my husband is out here fighting for our country and he risks his life for our country, why can't you remember his name?
Are you sure you heard what he said, that the president said he knew what he was signing up for? You heard that?
Yeah, he said that. You know, to me, that is something that you can say in a conversation, but you shouldn't say that to a grieving widow.
Whatever Miss Wilson said was not fabricated. what she said was 100% correct. Why would we fabricate something like that?